All right. Another thing here is big picture. In America, in fact, in Australia, America, New Zealand, and Europe, all the supposedly first world countries, the average age of the farmer is now almost 60 years old. Now, according to Wall Street business gurus, anytime an economic sector in a culture has an average age of its practitioner more than 35, that is an economic sector in decline. Farming is now 60. Here's the problem. When the impediments to entry are so large that young people can't get in, then old people can't get out. Ever think about that? If young people can't get in, old people can't get out. And so part of the successional fluidity in business is having a whosoever will opportunity so that the new generation can get in. That's how you have multi-generational successional business. Is everybody with me? What you're looking at here is, we think, a credible answer to the high capital cost of entering farming. First of all, it's mobile. These chicken shelters are totally mobile. The big cost of getting into farming is what? The cost of
infrastructure.
Land, right? Land. Well, if you can have a mobile, a portable farm, it can go anywhere. Now you don't have to own the land. So we now lease 10 farms in the area in which we can place this kind of infrastructure on those with new young farmers, germinating young farmers who can become full-time farmers without 1 ounce of capital outlay, because the infrastructure is so capital cheap. It's small. Now, so it's mobile. So now we can divorce the farm from the land. Now we can place it anywhere. There's not a beef cattle, dairy cattle, wheat farm, corn farm, soybean farm, orchard operation in the country that can't have a pastured poultry operation under the trees as an adjunct. All right? Now suddenly, instead of just using this acreage for cows or wheat or whatever, we're using this not only for that, but also for the poultry. So now we're stacking additional economic enterprises on the land. So where most people around here just generate a couple $300 an acre, we're generating $10,000 an acre because we're running the cows, the egg mobiles, the broilers, and turkeys all on the same land at different times of the year. Stacking that's permaculture concept, stacking additional enterprises. Now the next thing is, this is modular. The beauty of being modular is you can start with one and then cash flow out of retained earnings scale. If you want to grow 1 chicken for Tyson, you've got to start with a $500,000 house. That's not what I call a whosoever will entry level. Okay? That's an extremely narrow elite, that's a high hurdle. Here, you can start with one. If you like it, you can add a second one and a third one. And you can cash flow from your retained earnings. It's modular. Okay? And then the third thing, so we've got mobile. There's going to be 3 M's here if you're taking notes, by the way. Like down at the cows, we had moving, mobbing, mowing. There's 3 M's here. I do, proper, hermeneutic alliteration here, whatever I do. Right. So you've got mobile, you've got modular, and the third one is management. Here's the thing. On this farm, we are substituting management for pharmaceuticals and infrastructure. That's profound. That's profound. The average farm Well, the average farm in Augusta County, the farmer isn't even on the farm. He's working in town to support the farm addiction. Okay? So there's nobody there. So what happens is that you make up the shortfall with expensive machinery, infrastructure, and drugs and vaccines to keep everything going, or pesticides or herbicides or whatever, all right? Here, we're substituting management. You could call that labor. You could call that eyes to acre ratio. Okay, more overseers, if you will. Okay, you can call that however you want to. But the point is that we have a virtually zero pharmaceutical bill, a zero vet bill, an extremely low infrastructure bill. You know, there's no concrete, there's no fans, there's no all. Are you with me? It's very, very cheap. But what we have is a high level of management. That means we have a lot of labor, and we're meticulous to management detail. And so those are some big picture things. But the beauty of management heavy is that is what most people don't want to do, because it sounds like discipline. We'd rather buy gadgets, wouldn't we? We'd rather buy gadgets and buy all sorts of things rather than manage. You know, just we want to drink our 5 sodas a day, smoke our cigarettes, and eat our Twinkies and Snickers bars, and go to the doctor and fix me, right? Because managing is easier. You know, we want to go to church on Sunday and get our religion fixed, because managing our spiritual condition is hard work.